And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Sunday night. That's right, it's Sunday night, and you know what all that means. Another Sunday night of jam-packed racing from the FTR Racing League, and tonight is a very special night. It is championship night. That's right, folks. After the last 20 weeks of beating and banging, paint trading, hard-nosed racing that these guys have put on over these last 20 weeks, it comes down to tonight. All down to tonight. Well, kind of doesn't for one person who is already locked up the championship. Ingletown had locked up the championship 2 weeks ago, and didn't even need to race last week or tonight because he was crowned the champion 2 weeks ago. But there is still one heck of a race for those who are battling for the second spot. Let me see if I pull up these points. I haven't seen the points after last week, but going into last week, second place was there were 3 drivers battling for the second spot with only 11 points in between them. So let's check it now here. As you know, everybody knows Ingletown, number 1 at the top. He's been at the top all season. Congratulations on him winning the championship before this race even begins. Now here's where it gets interesting. Here's where it gets sticky. Here's where it's going to get fun tonight. Kenrod still is in second spot with only a 7-point lead now over JD. Jay Mannery is right behind with 812 with 812, only 4 points behind JD. So now it's still only 11 points that separates these 3 guys, and there's only 7 points that separate JD and Kenrod for the second spot. So the race is on for the second spot tonight, and it's going to get fun, and it's going to get interesting. It's going to get wild. It's going to get crazy. I'm hoping. Usually, I've had some some of the best races that I've broadcasted and commentated for have come here at Homestead, and I'm hoping for another crazy one tonight. I want to thank everybody joining in for tonight. I am Shady Acres, and I am going to be solo swinging it by myself tonight as my good buddy, my partner in crime, Nick. He is taking a night off. He has a special night, and he deserves it. Nick, you tune in. I hope you have a blast tonight, my brother. You have fun, enjoy. Tune in later on when you get a chance. But you enjoy your night tonight, my brother. I'll nail down the fort for us for tonight. So these guys should be qualifying right about now. Let's see if we can't take a quick little peek here and see where these guys are at. I'm hoping they are qualifying because I've already they're getting ready to qualify. They're just getting loaded up to qualify right now, so we have a little bit of time. And hopefully, let's see if they can send us a invite real quick before they do qualifying, so we can watch the qualifying. If they're hearing me, send me send me an invite real quick so we can tune in to qualifying, y'all. I know somebody's got to be tuned in. Send me an invite real quick. You only got 10 seconds. They got 10 seconds before they go to invite or before they go to qualifying. And oh man, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Dang nabbit. Nah. So they're gonna go qualifying, and we're gonna be stuck here talking about, I don't know. We'll figure something out real quick. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's kind of do a little bit of season review here. Let's check back at some of these things. Talk about some of these guys. And there is one person that I do want to talk about, and I'm going to I really want to put on blast a second, and that is Shack Attack. Now last week it wasn't on the broadcast, but it sure was on Kenrod's stream. I believe it was Kenrod, and Shack Attack literally waited for him to come around the track so he could purposely wreck him. Now, I've always known Shack Attack was a dirty son of a bitch, and he certainly is. And he proved it last night, and he should be banned from every single league going forward, and even into when the new game is released in late October or October. There is absolutely no place for that. Regardless of his sexuality, regardless of how he throws that in everybody's face like the piece of shit he is, and he proved he's a piece of shit last week just purposely doing that. There is no room for that ever in this sport or in this game that we enjoy and we look forward to come out for a few hours with our friends and enjoy racing with each other. And there is no room for that. And Shack Attack, if you're tuned in, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, and fuck you again. And take that again, and take another one. Fuck you, Shack Attack. You are a dirty piece of shit. All right. I got that little rant over. Sorry, I got a little bit heated. But he absolutely waited for this guy. He absolutely waited for this guy to come around the track last week and purposely wreck him. There is absolutely no room for it. And it absolutely infuriates me that he did that. So, if any league owners that tune into this, I want to make a ban right now going forward that his ass doesn't get into any leagues going forward for the stupid, dumb shit that he has done last week. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope there's some league owners that tune in on that. But he has no place. He's a dirty motherfucker. That's all I got to say. So.
Watch your mouth.
Little rant over. So I know this is a PG rated broadcast. I've always kept it PG rated, and I always will keep it PG rated with the exception of this one. I apologize for the language I use, but that has just absolutely angered me and infuriated me all week long, and I've been waiting to put him on blast for literally waiting for Kenrod to come around the track so he could purposely wreck him, knowing Kenrod is in second place in the points, battling for that second place spot. And he did it on purpose, and there's absolutely no room for it. And I hope he is banned from any league going forward from here until eternity, as far as I'm concerned. And Shack Attack, if I don't care if you change your name or what you do, I will hunt your ass down and expose you like the piece of shit you are. So take that one too, motherfucker. Change your name if you want. I don't care. I'll find you. I'll hunt your ass down and I'll expose you again. So take that one there too, my friend. All right. Enough of that. Let's get on to the fun part. Let's talk about some good things here. Talking about some of these guys that are good friends and some buddies of mine who have had a really good seasons for some, and not such the greatest season for some for others that we're hoping for a much better season. And FTR will be taking a little break, a matter of a few weeks, and they will be starting up a kind of a shorter season to lead everything going into late September, early October for the new game. So they are accepting open. They're accepting folks who want to race in FTR, which is a custom setup league. It is a low draft league, and I'm not exactly sure the particulars of how they're going to set it up for this little short season that they will be putting on here in just a couple weeks after tonight's championship race. So if anybody is interested in jumping and joining a league that'll be starting up here with FTR, make sure you contact JD underscore FTR, or you can get in contact with me, Shady Acres 28 underscore MPM on PlayStation. I'll get you to the right people. But JD underscore FTR is the owner of FTR. You can contact him directly. There's also, I believe, some Facebook posts and some posts flying around there as well. So keep your eyes open, or just contact me and I'll get you to the right people if you're interested in joining in a couple of weeks. So let's think. These guys are still in some qualifying a little bit. And kind of want to highlight some of these guys. Like I said, we've been a lot of TV time, and with some of these guys in Old Town, Kenrod, JD, and guys like Jay Manry. He has had one tremendous season, and I've watched him get better and better and better this season as it's gone along. He got himself a win. And that was awesome to see him get that win, and it's just congratulations to him. And he's in the fight for that for that second spot in the point standings. Same with my good friend MOB Paulie D. Good old Paulie. He had to miss quite a few races, I believe, for work and other family reasons. So he wasn't able to get the full season he would have liked to, which hurt him in the points, but still had an awesome season nevertheless. Same with Fire Truck, man. Fire Truck, he was one of those guys that was just bitten by the bad luck snake, I should say. He wasn't able to get that consistency together this year or this season. He had a good season. He really is. He's sitting there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in points, right behind Paulie D. So he's had a very good season and finished really well in a bunch of races. It's just like as soon as he got climbed two rungs up, he got knocked down 3 rungs down. And that was kind of a way to sum up his season, but still was able to put on a really good show and a really good season. Same with Super Dave. Now, if Super Dave, he's right behind Fire Truck in 8th. If Super Dave didn't have bad luck, he would just have absolutely no luck at all this season. And I'm looking forward to seeing him rebound in the next season in a couple weeks. I think he's got something still to show. I think he wasn't able to tap into what he's really capable of this season. Could have been because of the Xfinity cars. Who knows? Same with Funagi. Man, I've been pulling for Funagi all year long. I really wanted to get him up in the booth. And of course, when he did get third just a couple weeks ago, my boneheaded self was sick with the flu, which actually I had another hospital trip last night as a result of that, because all the electrolytes that I lost from all the nausea and dry heaving 2 weekends ago that I was sick with it, and didn't start feeling better until Tuesday. And I still wasn't coming back. I was still really lightheaded and dizzy. I was drinking copious amounts of water and iced tea, but what the doctor said was I wasn't drinking any Gatorade or Powerade or anything to replace the electrolytes. So even though I was drinking copious amounts of water, I wasn't replacing the electrolytes. So my body was still very, very dehydrated, and it caught up with me yesterday, passing out in the doctor's office and a trip to the hospital. So Just a friendly reminder to folks out there that if or when you get really sick and you have that nausea and vomiting and all of that, make sure you replace it with some electrolytes. Pedialyte is a great one. Gatorade, Powerade, something to replace those electrolytes. I found out the hard way. So with that, anyways, these guys are finished qualifying. They are back in the lobby. They were getting ready to race. And, well, surprise, surprise, who's on the pole? No other than Eneltown, this season's champion himself. He locked up the championship 2 weeks ago. And here he is right on the pole here at Homestead tonight. Followed by JD in the second spot. JD has a fast car here. I'm looking to see if JD can grab himself a win. MOB Paulie D in third place. Watch Paulie D tonight. I know he's got a fast tune for Homestead as well. He's starting in third. Showstopper in fourth. Showstopper got that win 2 weeks ago when I was under the weather, and dadgummit, of course I go under the weather, and Showstopper pulls the victory out. But congratulations to him, and he's starting fourth tonight at Homestead. Glad to see him back. Kenrod in the 5 car. My good buddy, Eagle Eye Kenrod. Kenrod starting fifth tonight. He's got the hold on that second place, finished in second place in points, but he's going to be certainly challenged by JD and he's by JD and others all night. J Manry also tonight. So Kenrod will certainly be taking note of when and where JD and J Manry are running tonight. But Kenrod starts the field in 5th place tonight. Fire Truck, he's starting in 6th place tonight. I'm pulling for him for a good race. And Super Dave in 7th. Super Dave starting 7th tonight. Funagi starting 8th. J Manry in 9th. And Corey rounds out the top 10. We have a 10-car field tonight. Hey, guys, I didn't get any invites. You're starting the clock. I haven't got an invite. Stop it. They started the race. I don't even have an invite. They forgot to send me an invite. Hold on a second. Stand by. Stand by. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, stand by 1 second. I gotta see if I can get some messages across to where it'll come across your screen. Or I'm not gonna get a broadcast. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm just messaging a few guys that, like I said, it'll pop up on their screen. I know, hang on a second, folks. I should have put on some music here while I do this or something. As I'm trying to, like I said, just send a message to everybody out there. Somebody's got to see it. I'm on Eneltown's stream now, so once I see him back out of it, then I know that that somebody got the message. Yep, they got the message. There it is. They got the message. Ingletown just backed out, so I know that they got the message. Whoo! That would have really sucked. Especially on a championship race. That would have really sucked. Oh, alrighty. Well, they're gonna get the things rolling here in just a second. They'll get these guys back in the lobby, and hopefully I get an invite this time, so we can watch these boys race tonight. I think we're kind of in for a little bit of a treat, especially with that second spot in points with between Kenrod, JD, and Jay Mannery. I'm really anxious to see how that's going to play out tonight. So they're getting him back in the lobby now, real quick, and get rolling. It's only going to take just a couple of minutes for them to do that. It doesn't take long at all. And there we go. There's our invite right there. There's our invite. If they can, it wouldn't hurt to get another one or two just in case. So if they can hear me or anybody's tuned in, if you can send me a second one, that'd be great. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Just in case. I got some. They're supposed to be calling for some severe thunderstorms here this evening, but I'm not in the country any longer. I'm up in Annapolis in a beautiful condo, so all of our electric is underground here, so it shouldn't have ever any problems of the power going out as a result of that. So I'm good there. But always like to have a bunch of invites, because you just never know. Something my PlayStation could fall off and go boom or something like that. You never know. But either way, we got some invites. Looks like these guys are in the lobby and going to be getting this clock rolling soon, so we can finally go racing here. I'm kind of still rehydrating a little bit. Got to rehydrate. Very important, especially this summer, folks. I just kind of learned that the hard way, because I'm very active and I sweat a lot, so that's another reason why. But always, folks, in this hot weather, please make sure you drink some kind of Gatorade, Powerade, and something like that to go along with plenty of water. Because you lose those electrolytes, you must replace them. I found out the hard way. I just want to it took me a night at the it took me passing out in the doctor's office and a trip to emergency room last night to be reminded of that. So just want to try to get that kind of spread around a little bit. Just don't want to see anybody have to go through that. All right, you got 15 seconds. The clock is rolling, and we are finally about ready to go racing here. So the clock is 5, 4, and we're about to go racing. Come on. And then there it is. Here we go. Now we're in business. All right, here we go. Come on now. Come on. And boom. Takes just a second as we're going to load in here. Thank you all once again, for joining in and tuning in tonight for this championship race, FTR Racing League. It's been an awesome 20-week season, and we've seen some great racing all 20 weeks of it, and we're going to be seeing one more race and a lot more action tonight, because that second spot is up for grabs. Who wants it and who's going to take it? We'll find out tonight, as these guys are coming to the line, and we are green and racing at Homestead. Oh, Jay Manry getting really loose. Looks like going all the way down to the apron into the paint, which is very treacherous, but he was able to hold on to it. That's good. As normal, we always do. Let's introduce this field and these guys tonight. Starting on the pole, your champion of this season, Intletown, driving that normal number 11 car. Second up, MOB Paulie D. Paulie D, look at him already up in the second. He started fourth, and he's making a move. I think he's got something underneath that car. I think he's got a lot of muscle in that 78 tonight. Same with JD. JD right there in third, starting second on the pole. Looks like he's actually backed up a little bit from third. I think he's playing some fuel strategy here. Take note of that. We'll discuss that a little bit more here very shortly. Same with Showstopper. Showstopper, he's making a move here. Kind of just staying put as this right off of the stop or right off of the get. I think we'll be talking about this fuel here very, very soon. Same with Ken Rod in the 7 car. He started right there in third spot, and there he is, riding right behind the 78 of MOB Paulie D, as these guys are now getting in the one behind the other in a straight line. Same with Fire Truck. Fire Truck, whoa, he looked like he got maybe a little loose there. As it looks like we are under caution. Caution is out. Not exactly sure what happened. Kind of looking around. I'm not seeing what may have brought it out. But as it may be, we finish off our driver introductions with Fire Truck, as he is driving that number 8 as he has most of the season, and very, very able to spot it well in that number 8 car. Then we come up with Super Dave in that 1 car, driving that beautiful Dale Earnhardt throwback paint scheme. I'm not sure why he didn't run that more often, because that's one of the slickest, coolest paint schemes on this freaking game. I love it. I wish he ran up more often. Funagi in the 98. He's looking up there to get in this mess. Look at this. We got ourselves a bee's nest up here, as Intletown into first in the low side, but MOB Paulie D, he's got something to say about that on the outside. That outside groove, watch for that to really come in. Oh, the 21 of Corey comes down real hard. Not sure what happened there. Looks like he's making a move to try to get under the 7 car of Kenrod, as Kenrod's now up at the top. And that is kind of actually where you want to be here at Homestead. That top groove, that's where you kind of want to be, as this race will go along and that top groove will come in. Because as you see, look at the 78. The 78 of Paulie D's got it right. He is driving that top groove, staying in the middle as much as he can, but staying on that top groove where he's going to get that momentum right off of the corner and come right down the straight, especially with the help of Kenrod in the 7 car. Watch this 78, y'all. He has really got some muscle under that car. Checking back inside with this little bee's nest here. Kenrod in the 3rd spot. The 21 of Corey in the 4th spot. Jay Manry has worked himself way up here already in that 9 car. Another sharp looking paint scheme. I like that. Ooh, the 98. He got pushed up a little bit. Wanted to stay off of him. Shot it down. The Funagi in that 98 car. No harm, no foul there. He's all good. Come on, Foon. Get on and stay up there, man. Get on up there, Foon. I want to get you up into the booth one time this year. Ooh, there's some shaking and baking going on with that 21 car. That 21 car, he needs to kind of maybe cool his frog a little bit. Very aggressive driver, Corey is, and I'm going to call that out right now. I've raced with him several times, and I've seen him race many a times. Very aggressive, and he needs to cool his frog, because, you know, people race you the way you want to be raced. And I hardly ever call out people but the 21, I'm going to call out a bit and warn, because he is very aggressive, and I certainly hope he doesn't have a negative influence on this championship race tonight. Enough said on that. The 98 car, I'm keeping my eye out on this 98 car, y'all. That Funagi, I think he's got something. He's having a great run already, as the same as the same with Funagi, or I'm sorry, with the same with Jay Manry in this 9 car. Look at this cluster. Oh, we got ourselves a big rat's nest here. The 78 of Paulie D. Kind of laying back, but I think that is a strategy call. Like I said, the one thing also about Homestead, oh, then what happened there? Oh, big wreck. We're going to cause a big wreck here. Oh, big wreck. Not sure what happened. Ingletown got right into the 4 car of JD, and JD had no control over what was going to happen next, which was bounce off the wall and right down in front of the entire field. Not sure what in the world happened there with the 11 car, but a huge wreck here in stage 1. Almost just about everybody, I think, may have gotten damage on that one. Woo! Had to take another swig of iced tea after that. Good golly, Miss Molly. All right, well, let's see how this shakes out here. As the 21 of Corey is going to get the better of all of that mess. He's going to start on the front and in the first spot. Super Dave in the 1 car behind him also reel in the benefits, along with the 9 car of Jay Manry and the 8 car of Fire Truck. He received the benefits. Oh no! Somebody looked like they got bounced off the wall. Funagi in the 98. One of the ones caught up in that big wreck. Now in the back of the field. Looks like he got jumbled around a little bit as we go 3 wide here off of turn 4. With the 78 of Paulie D on the outside, the 11 car of Ingletown on the inside. Ingletown made the wise move of kind of backing off it before something else happened. And we will get, and there's been so much already going on tonight. We haven't been able to get a lap count, but check out Super Dave in the 1 car in second spot. As they are 3 wide now off of turn 4. 3 wide coming down the front stretch. Paulie on the inside. Super Dave in the middle in the sandwich. As the 9 car Jay Manry on the outside. Oh, Ingletown got into the 1 car. Hold it there, Super Dave. You got it, dog. Wow. Ingletown, I'm not sure what's going on there, if he's tight or pushing or loose. Oh, it's Ingletown got loose again. It looks like he's loose or something, because he is wild on the track. He is just almost oh, we got something going on at the front again. Oh man. A whole lot has been going on. Just impossible to catch all of it. It looked like what happened was the 4 car of JD just got pushed up a little high, caught the nose of the car behind him, and just kind of got loose and came down on the track and forced some guys to check up. That looks like what happened on the replay that I got. As I'm still looking to try to get the lap count. As soon as I look down to get the lap count, something else happens, like JD back down in the paint. That is not where you want to go at all costs. Talk about sliding on grass. As that was the last lap in stage 1. Congratulations to MOB Paulie. He grabbed it. Jay Manry in 2nd, Corey in 3rd, Eneltown 4th, JD in 5th, Showtopper in 6th, Kenrod in 7th, Super Dave in 8th, Fire Truck in 9th, and Funagi rounds out the top 10. But if that was going to happen at all to him tonight, let it happen in this first stage. And he's got a good car. He's got plenty of time to get right back up there. But congratulations to MOB Paulie surviving that wild stage 1 and grabbing the stage 1 victory. And man, whew, out of breath already. Start cramping up. That's not going to be good. All right, stage 2. Paulie on point in that black and yellow 78. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. On point. Got Corey behind him in the 21. And the 11 car of Eneltown behind him. Oh! Something happened way back. Looks like, I think and the 8 cars around and wrecking. And I think the 4 car, as long as the 1 car is caught up in that. And it looks like he has maybe escaped unscathed. Maybe he just got spun. But the 8 car of Fire Truck, he has some, looks like he has a little bit of damage on that right front. But that's going to be enough to really make his car handle pretty awful. That's probably going to create a very, very tight handling situation. And it looked like to me, what I could see in the back there, that JD may have got really loose and broke it loose, and which caused him to come down on the track. And it looked like Fire Truck and Super Dave were both at the wrong spot at the wrong time and received the brunt of it. And as you can see, there is no caution. So these guys are going to have to kind of climb out of this hole that they were put in. Obviously, it wasn't intentional. It was a racing incident. But like I said, those 2 guys, Super Dave and Fire Truck, if they have not had bad luck, they have had no luck at all this season. Absolutely been snake bit. Both of them have. And I just can't wait to see these guys rebound next season in a couple of weeks. As we come back up to the front, and Jay Manry to the point now. Jay Manry out front as Paulie D goes way high up there on the banking. And look at that 4 car, JD. Real loose coming off a turn 2, but very fast nevertheless, as he is holding there on the 3rd spot. But check out Jay Manry in that 9 car up into the point. Look at him go. Glad to see it. Love to see it. Jay Manry fighting for that 2nd spot in points. Has 1 win already under his belt. Looking for a 2nd one. But look at Paulie D. He's got something to say about that. That Florida boy in that 78 car with a Florida boy coming up behind him. But there's that 9 car. Got a 4 car giving him a big push. But here comes the 11 car of Eneltown now. Eneltown's going to have something to say about that as he gets up in the 4 cars quarter panel again. Makes contact again for the 3rd time on JD. Man, I think Eneltown's got a love affair with JD's bumper, just like my old buddy Dog Pound has a love affair with my bumper in Redline Racing League. I had to use it, big dog. Big dog. If you're watching or tuning in, I had to use it. It was perfect and the only thing I could use at the time. But anyway, back to the racing. Paulie D now out to a little bit of a lead here, kind of flexing his muscle a little bit. Out in point has a nice little lead. As we'll now see that things have calmed down a little bit and get a lap count, as we've got 11 laps to go here in stage 2. It's been a wild one, folks. It really has. From stage 1 and beginning of stage 2, it has been non-stop action, and promised it so. It has been non-stop action, and these guys are really fighting for some spots. Let's check in with Kenrod as check out the view that he has. Same with Jay Manry. Jay Manry was just leading, but also keep in mind these stages here at Homestead are all fuel dependent. Yes, you gotta have speed, but yes, you also have to use strategy, because fuel stops is very crucial here at Homestead, especially with the... Ooh, Funagi gets down low on the bank. Stay off that paint, Funagi. You don't want to go down there. As we've got now 10 laps left in... Or, I'm sorry, 9 laps to go in stage 1. Or, I'm sorry, stage 2. 9 to go in stage 2. So, we'll see what happens once these guys are able to make a pit at the end of this stage and maybe make some adjustments and see what happens in stage 3, because it has certainly been wild and action-packed as it was promised in stage 1 and for better part of stage 2 here. And we're waiting to see what happens when they stack them back up into a couple of laps for stage 3. Paulie D certainly setting the tone late in stage 2, just like he did at the end of stage 1, taking stage 1 victory and trying to grab stage 2, as now Eneltown and Corey work together and have now caught the 78, so he isn't gonna just win this one easily, if he does at all, with Corey and Eneltown now to the inside of him. Though Corey, he's going to play this he's got to play this very specific, precisely for him to grab and steal this stage, if he's going to do that. Eneltown's got the bottom and Paulie D's got the top. It all depends on which one Corey's going to go with. Which was nobody that corner. He split the difference. I knew I should have made another glass of iced tea. I just finished off that glass of iced tea and we have a whole stage to go. I think we're going to have ourselves a possible photo finish here for stage 2 if this stays status quo with these guys, because Corey kind of is a telling factor. If he stays behind one, whoever he stays behind will come away with the green and checkered flag. But by staying behind both, he helps. See, that time Eneltown, that time the 21 stayed a little high and allowed Eneltown to move up a little bit. But here in 3 and 4, you can see this is where Corey does get behind the 11 car and give him a boost, and now switches back up. Oh, the 11 car. Paulie was able to clear the 11 car, and fastly 11 shut the door on the 21 to make sure he couldn't scoot by. Only a few more laps now for Paulie D before he takes the second stage tonight. Paulie D in first, Eneltown second, Corey in third, JD in fourth. Only 2 laps to go in stage 1 now. It will take the white flag this next time by as Eneltown fighting off the 21 car of Corey. Corey making a good charge here. Doing a very good job, I must say. Corey is doing a very good job. As he comes back up to take the white flag for Paulie D now. And look at that. Corey made the pass on the outside. How about that? Clean as a whistle, too. Love to see it. Now here comes Eneltown. He's going to fight back with that high groove. Oh! Corey shut the door on it. Oh, Eneltown's now giving the 21 the bumper. Stayed off. And the 78 cruises to stage 2 victory. Congratulations, Paulie D winning stage 2. And congratulations also to the 21 of Corey, who made a terrific pass on the outside of Eneltown to grab that second spot. And job well done by Corey. That leaves Eneltown in third, JD in fourth, Jay Manry in fifth, Kenrod in sixth, Showstopper in seventh, Funagi in eighth, Super Dave in ninth, and Fire Truck in 10th. Super Dave and Fire Truck did stay on the lead lap, so both of them back in action and back on the lead lap for stage 3. And this will be for all the marbles, stage 3. And these guys will have to make one pit stop, and it's gonna make or break. It could be, I have seen it, and it can make or break whether one wins or loses this race. It all determines and comes down to getting on pit road as well as getting off a pit road. One simple, slightest mistake to cost time getting onto pit road and or off a pit road can cost you a win in this race. Now, I have seen it happen several times, and I just hope I don't see it tonight. I want to see it come down to a completely clean finish, and a very good finish at that. And look at that, the 4 car kind of gave the 11 car a taste of his own medicine there. Good for JD a little bit. Fight back a little bit on that one. The 11 car has been on your back bumper all day. You give him that back bumper right back to his nose. Good for you, JD. I love to see it. Love to see it. I haven't seen or talked much of Showstopper tonight. It was just very surprising. He's been right here, stacked in the middle of all the traffic, you know, running in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th respectively, right dab in the middle, and perhaps looking to hopefully made a few adjustments, maybe to hopefully get that 54 car up there and get him in contention for a win. Want to see him get up there. I'm pulling for him to get up there. Let's hope maybe I can cheer him to get up there a little bit and maybe make a little noise. Same with that 9 car Jay Manry. Also kind of surprising to see Kenrod, but like I said, oh no, that 98 big wreck off the back. The one involved this 9 car. Oh man, got loose, fishtailed it, and just went head on into the outside wall. And same, and Super Dave just again at the wrong place, wrong time, and this time it looks like he did get some at least superficial damage, but it's going to be enough to throw the front toe way out of whack. And just these guys, it really breaks my heart to see this, because these guys are two of the cleanest drivers that are on this, that are racing in these leagues. And they're experienced. They've been on this for several years, and just absolutely hate to see it, and just the bad luck that these guys have had. It's absolutely really heart-wrenching. It really is, because the time that these guys put in to build these cars, to practice, to put into a race, all the time and the hours that they invested and sacrificed, and on Sunday nights they just get caught up in things out of control and just don't get the results that they both deserve. And I just wanted to kind of highlight that out, because, like I said, they're two friends of mine, and I root for these guys and I pull for these guys every week, and they just had the worst luck I have seen, next to kind of my season I'm currently going through, but just the worst luck. I hope, and I know that those guys will actually use this as motivation and come back in a couple weeks and with their guns a-blazing and kick the door down and saying, "Let's go, you sons of bitches, let's rock." And I'm looking forward for Super Dave and Funagi to do just that. But back to the points, Paulie D has now a commanding lead over second place JD and third place Inaltown. It looks like Paulie D has a 1 second lead now over JD, and 1.1 over Inaltown, and it looks like they're cutting into it a little bit. Inaltown and JD now working together, now cutting into that, especially now that the 7 car of Kenrod has gotten into it, and it's a 3 car trying to give them a push, so they will definitely run down the 78 car of Paulie D. But it was impressive nonetheless. Paulie D pulling away to having that bit of a lead, so he has got an exceptional race car. And for the moment, folks, I am going to leave it right here for just a moment as I take a quick commercial break, as I retop my iced tea and keep the fluids going, and I'll be right back in just a few minutes. I'm going to leave it right here on our leader, and I just hope I don't miss any exciting wicked action. I will be right back in just a few minutes, my friends. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry for the little commercial break there, a little delay, but we are back. And what I missed? Let's check out. Let's see what I missed. Oh, we got a change of the guard up at the lead. Look at 4-car JD up front to the point. There we go. The old wily veteran himself, JD, owner of FTR Racing League, having a great season. He really has. I know he is a bit disappointed for how it turned out, as he has been in the hunt for a championship for 5 years plus easy, racing online leagues, and has come so close so many times, finishing second, being the Cinderella, or finishing the second multiple times. Just wasn't able to grab that championship. And unfortunately, as with Eneltown locked in the championship already, he's going to fall a little short again. But he is in the race for that second spot, and it is something to be very proud for, and to be able to finish second in the field that they have, with the drivers that they have. So even finishing second is a huge accomplishment for JD, and he'll be back in just a few weeks, as he, being the owner, made the announcement today that excuse me. Kind of blew my nose. But JD made the announcement today, I believe it was, that they will be having another season here in just a few weeks. So if you're interested, contact JD_FTR on PSN, or you can contact me, ShadyAcres28_MPM, also on PSN. So if you're looking to join, send either one of us a message, and we'll get you all signed on and hooked up. So we'll see what happens the next Sunday. It'll be a shortened type of season, since we're right around the corner now from late September, early October. So we'll wait and see what happens. But right now, JD's is comfortable sitting in that pilot seat. Oh, 78 got a heck of a run there, as we've got 29 laps to go now, as these guys should be pitting pretty much any minute. I think we had some guys pitting, and the 78, Right, and these guys coming out of pit stops now. Trimstopper and Corey. Now here comes the leaders. This is what we wanted to see. JD, Eneltown, and Kenrod. And the last thing you want to do is any penalties here. And this could really make or break you getting on and off pit road. Like I said, I have seen several races where you have 2 or 3 guys fighting for that first spot come down pit road, and it ended up being a 2-man shootout by the time they got off of pit road. So we're going to see how this plays out. Super Dave also in his pit stall, and unfortunately I think Funagi sadly he's had to take that back to the garage. It got too torn up. Back out front though, JD beats out Eneltown and Kenrod, but they will stay right there together. So we are going to see how this plans out as here comes Paulie D coming around him now. And back to the point for Paulie D, as Paulie D pitted that one lap sooner, and by doing that, it kept in the lead, and also having a little bit comfortable of a lead, but that should shrink here as Kenrod, Eneltown, and JD kind of team up together and use the draft. Even though it's on low draft, you get 3 cars hooked up together, you can catch that car in front of you if it's tight enough. We'll see. They're not really that tight right now, and a tight nose to tail draft to catch that 78 car. So we'll keep an eye on it to see how it goes here, because right now they have 25 laps. Paulie D is gonna have to save fuel. He's gonna be 1 lap short, easy. And here he goes now, come backing off now. Paulie D, I think he ended up pitting a 1 lap too early, as these guys have 25 to the tank, they have 25 laps left on their tank, and only 25 laps to go. So this is going to be interesting how this plays out on fuel. And that's what I was saying at the beginning of the race. Fuel is going to play an issue and be the contributing factor here. And it just might, if we don't get a caution. The only thing that'll save everything and to keep this as a sprint race to the finish is if there is a caution. But right now, it's going to come down to strategy and who has the most fuel in their race car. And that's all it's going to come down to. As we now got less than 25 laps remaining, we're certainly going to find out, as JD now to the point, as Eneltown and Kenrod, I believe, are completely fine with that, because they can probably sit in their fuel gear, sit right behind that draft, and save just enough. Now granted, actually, I gotta go back on myself. I got myself confused with the league I run in and FTR. So let me correct myself. FTR, there is no fuel saving. Period. The only fuel saving that there is what you can naturally get in the draft without the use of a fuel gear. So whatever you're able to save in a draft, that's the only fuel saving that you can possibly do. There is no fuel gears are against the rules, and going half pace around the track to save fuel is also against the rules in FTR. I caught myself on that because the rules are a little bit different in the league I run in on Tuesday nights. So I wanted to make that correction right off the get as I caught myself. But kind of just getting a little kind of curious on how this thing's going to wind up. And this one thing about Homestead, I love racing here. I really do. But the way the laps come down, even in Xfinity and Truck Series, it always comes down to fuel. And I hate fuel races. I really, really do. I really, really do. I hate how they end, how they steal wins away. It's just I don't like. I can't stand them. But we have to live with them, and we just have to live with it and move forward. But that's just my opinions on that. All right, we just have about 19 to go here. As they cross the line, they should have probably 18. And JD, I'm wondering when he is going to give up that lead, if at all. But yeah, now here comes the 11 car. JD would be wise to let him go and tuck right into him before he has a chance to kind of keep you up there and pin you there. As here comes Kenrod in the 7 car now behind. There's the Kenrod. There he is. Let's take a look at what Kenrod sees on his roof camera here and see. We can't get any pointers and just checking out and see what the hell will be all over this. Around there with Kenrod, and kind of saw what he saw and see what he's, here's what he heard. As he continues to stay side by side with Middletown. Now, let's take a quick. I haven't used this view much this season. The blimp view does give a cool picture of it, as you just saw there with the pass the 11 car made on the 7. And 7 said they're fighting back on that. The heck with the hydration. Checking back here with these guys. Jamie Henry, who started great position in 4th spot. Ooh, Corey looks like he's out as well. Looks like we have 2 cars out. Not sure what happened there. It could be a electrical issue or a motor of some sort, but Corey is also out of the running for this race. JD in 1st, Eneltown 2nd, Kenrod 3rd, and Paulie D in 4th. But who has enough fuel in that race car to get to the end? JD out in point. He's out front, but he's certainly going to be burning up much more fuel than Eneltown, Kenrod, and Paulie D, who are all in a single file draft to do just that, which is conserve fuel. Still hanging on to 1st place, trying to get that win, pulling for him to get that win. Hasn't got it all season. Can he do it here tonight at Homestead? There's 11 laps to go. I wonder what JD is thinking in that race car. I guarantee you he is focused. I bet you he has a death grip on that racing wheel. JD has come so close to victories this year and just hasn't been able to get it across the line first on that last lap. But he's got himself a heck of a shot tonight. Sorry about that, everyone. I just had to be pulled away real quick for a second. But we are back. And these guys still just head to toe. Just kind of log these last few laps and fight it out with the last couple laps as Paulie D now trying to make that move to the outside. That outside really is the best line to go if you're able to get some help, because you get such momentum coming off that corner that you just get so much speed coming down the straight. So Paulie D, I think, is in the best line. Now here comes Kenrod. Kenrod can get up there and push that 78 car. And Kenrod now dives to the bottom there in turns 1 and 2. But look at the 78. Look how much power that 78 has, man. That 78, even without draft help, he still made the pass around JD on the outside. I think that 78 car has kicked it into overdrive now, boys. And he just might take this home. Here he is breaking the draft, making it work. Here he goes. Can he get this? That was a power move right there, ladies and gentlemen. Can he hold on for this win? As the 11 car dive to the bottom and help JD. We are under 5 laps to go now. The 7 car gets real loose off of turn 4, got down into the paint. That could set up a 2-car race to the left finish line. We have got 4 laps to go now. 3 next time by. Paulie D looking for any way to get under this 4 car. JD holds shut. Eneltown and Kenrod trying to catch back up as we got 3 laps to go now. 3 laps to settle this race and this season. Can JD pull off this win? Can he do it? He's got 2 laps to go. Kenrod kind of tail off, but Eneltown now back into the fray. Appears that Kenrod's car is just too loose, not able to stand. Same with Eneltown. Oh, the 78 pushes way up on the track. That could be a big bet as here comes JD with the white flag out. 1 lap to go. JD looks like he's got it. And the 78's out of gas. Out of gas. Does JD have enough fuel to get it? He's off at turn 4. Here comes Kenrod. Does JD have enough gas? Yes, he does. And JD gets his win. Holy smokes. Kenrod in second. As Paulie D and Eneltown both run out of gas on the final lap. Eneltown crossed the line first and third. But what a race. What a finish. I told you we were going to have ourselves a heck of a finish. Congratulations to JD finally getting that win on the last race of the season. Kenrod steals second. Eneltown in third. Paulie in fourth. Fire Truck in 5th, Jay Manry 6th, Super Dave 7th, Showstopper 8th, Corey 9th, and Funagi round out the top 10. we're going to bring the winners up here with JD, get an interview with him, Kenrod, and Eneltown as well. What an incredible finish. It just always seems to happen here at Homestead, whether it's a fuel issue or not, always comes down to some of the most exciting racing and finishes that I've seen, raced in, or broadcasted for. All right, folks, give me 1 second as I'm going to get these guys on in here. So bear with me 1 second. Alright, there we go. Got everybody invited. And just wait for these guys to come on up here. What's going on, my brother? Oh man, I knew that it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He got one finally. I'm happy. I'm thrilled for him on this one. Really thrilled for him on this one. I'm glad he won. That was exciting to see, man. Especially, I do feel for Paulie D. I feel bad for Paulie too, man. Yeah, he just pitted one lap too soon. Well, JD was running out coming to the start-finish line, so I mean, like I said, I wished I would have got going just a little sooner, but if I would have, I would have ran out too. So it was just meant to be for JD to win, man. Hell, he earned that one. That was his first one of the season, but hey, he got it. It didn't matter. A win's a win at the last of the season. Well, tell me, going, with stage 1 and stage 2, I mean, you guys were really getting kind of wild there, man. Kind of walk me through how you were able to navigate. I mean, it was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it was wild, but it was awesome to see. But how were you able to navigate that? I saw you kind of go back to the back, and I was thinking that was a strategy move on your part. Am I right? Yeah and no. I kind of got pinched into the wall there a little bit in stage 1 or 2, and it's just one of those deals, man, where you take a bad and make it a positive. You got to run. See, if I would have went in with Paulie, I would have been in that same situation, but Paulie did a great job making it as far as he did. I didn't think he made it. Him and Eneltown ran out at exactly the same time coming out of turn 2. Yeah, they did. Oh man, yeah, they did. I was trying to take a guess on who was going to run out of fuel first, but they ran out together at the same time. But man, Kenrod, that was an awesome race, an awesome season, and it's going to come. You with all the race. I mean, coming into tonight, the race was for second place in the points. Yes. And you were able to hold on to it and finished second behind Middletown. Kind of summarize a little bit of your season, if you could, on how you're able to do that, and really, I mean, because you were down in points at the beginning of the year, and you had to come back up. I kind of,
Man,
summarize that up on because you had a great season being able to do that.
yeah, I was fighting. I think I missed the first race of the season or something like that. And it was pretty much fighting an uphill battle since then. But like Enel told me earlier, he was like, in a 4-week span there, or 4 or 5 race span, I gained like 80 points on him. But he stopped the bleeding by winning 3 of the next 4. So, I mean, if I wasn't first most of the time, I was second. And that's how I ran the season. Either I was going to bring home the checkered or I was bringing home the steering wheel. It's one of those deals. But, hey, Middletown was a hell of a competitor, man. He fought hard all season. He deserves that title. Fire truck. Got to give it to him, man. He won a championship tonight. Congratulations to you both. It was fun racing y'all all season. JD, congrats on your win tonight, man. That's awesome. You got your win. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of my season, man. I was fighting uphill.
GG's there, Ken Rod, man. Good season, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's awesome to see, man. Awesome to see. Hope to see you back in a few weeks when things get ramped up again, my brother.
I'll be here.
You got it. All right. Well, let's. That was a second place, Ken Rod. Let's bring up this season's champion.
No, go to JD. Go to JD for the race.
You want to go JD for a race?
Yeah, and then go to Fire Truck after that. Yeah.
All right, if you want.
Keep it.
He finally got this. He finally got this daggone win. He finally got it. So I was trying to save it for a little bit on a little bit, but let's get into it, JD. Down in the winner's circle, you just everything that you went through, you beat, you banged, you fought tooth and nail, every inch by clawing at it, and you got it tonight, man. Congratulations.
Oh, it's close, man. Believe me, I was fighting that gas. Oh my God. I'd like to congratulate Fire Truck first, and then I would like to congratulate Middletown on a great championship season.
Thank you, man.
The only reason that he got up there to me to get past me for second place is I changed my views of the car, and I went outside the car far back. And I raced like that for 9 races, and it just sucked. I kept trying to make it better, and I just couldn't do it. So finally, the last 2 or 3 races, I went back to the hood view, and it started coming back. And then tonight, tough race, got caught up in a few things at the beginning, and then I tried to stay as patient as I could and work my way through, and finally got up to the front, and then I seen that I was running low on fuel, and like, oh man.
Yeah,
So
kind of talk about that real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. Kind of talk about that big wreck there, and towards somewhere in the beginning of the first half of the race. That was that big one, but you got kind of the brunt of that, and had to drop all the way to the back. And at first, off of the get, it kind of didn't seem like your car was really, dialed in. That it was kind of seemed off a little bit. And then you had that happen. Did you have to really work on the car to get it spot on for stage 3?
Yeah, I did. I went up on the wedge, and that just, I mean, God, that one click up on the wedge, and it just was amazing. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Let's go. And when I ran down Paulie, before we pitted, when I got by him, I'm like, oh yeah, the car's great. I'm gonna wait for Paulie to call out his pit, and then I'm gonna go in one behind him. And that's exactly what I did. And then towards the last third of that race, I'm like, man, I'm right on the money on fuel. Oh my goodness. So I go in and out of third to my fuel saving gear. And then it barely got me there. I barely got them out of 4 and it ran out. And I'm like, oh God, I can hear Enel, don't you do.
Yelling at Ken Rock. Don't you dare.
I knew that it looked like you were coming off, and I because you lost the momentum comp 4, and I thought that's when you were sputtering. So, dude, I was literally trying to cheer your ass across that line.
I kind of put Paulie in the wall out of gas because I was watching them up ahead.
But man, congratulations on getting that win, dude. You deserved it.
I felt like I had the fire tonight, and I worked on this car yesterday, and I frickin' didn't know if it was going to be any good live. And I tried to get some people to come run with me live yesterday, and nobody was up to it. And finally, about 4 o'clock this afternoon, Enel jumped on with me, and I tuned it in, and the car was great.
Well, dude, if that ever comes up, man, I mean, I'm home. You know, I'm here taking care of family, so, and I do it all the time for guys that if they just need a lobby open, I just jump on, load up, and start the lobby, get it going, and you know, I just exit out of it. But you get lobbies started so guys can run online, so they can work on their cars. And I after I start the lobby, I just back out of it, but I leave the PlayStation on and everything. So if you know, guys got to go back in the garage, you know, to make some adjustments and come back, you know, need another lobby. You know, usually they just send me a quick message on Facebook Messenger, so I get it right away, and I'll just walk back into the bedroom and start another lobby. It only takes me a few seconds. So that if that happens, you know, again, man, just send me a Facebook message, and I can start it up for you within about 30 seconds.
Hell yeah, I definitely will. Believe that.
And that goes for all you guys,
so much,
too.
Guys.
That goes for everybody.
GGJD. Great season, man. That was a really tough season, especially that early, mid kind of time. It wasn't, well, I guess the whole season was pretty rough, but I'm really glad you got that W tonight, man. Fucking right.
Yeah, it was well deserved, JD. Congratulations, my friend. Let's move on to this season's overall championship, and that is what?
I was gonna say I gotta get. Okay, go ahead. I want to get Fire Truck involved here because I said to him before the race.
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. But Eneltown, you had the stranglehold on the season pretty much all year, and really had a season that everybody wishes they could have. What was your secret all year round?
Well, I will give you that answer in just a moment. First off, I want to say to Fire Truck congrats, and JD and everyone for a great season. But Fire Truck, I said to you before the race, you better have a beer ready to shotgun. Have you got a beer ready to shotgun?
Yeah.
I do too, man. Like, we'll do the interviews after we're all out of breath and shotgun and a beer, man. Like,
all right. Okay.
Let's go. You tell me when you're ready, and we'll do it, and then we'll get to the interviews.
All right, go ahead.
All right, you ready already? Oh shit! All right, hold on. Let me poke a hole in the bottom of this tall boy. All right, buddy, slam it down. Congrats on the championship, man. You deserve it, big time, man. Good shit.
You too.
Thanks, man. Let's go.
Oblivious to anyone entering the room. Henry was busy scattering things around the living room.
Sounds like some frosty beverages going down the hatch.
That's good stuff. See, now you give the interview. You're all exhausted out of the vehicle. Let's go. Good stuff.
That's good stuff right there. You're right. That's good stuff. That's good.
Man, that's one way to put down a beer, I'll tell you. All right, so what was the question?
You had such a stranglehold on the season. I was wondering what the secret was to having a season pretty much everybody wishes they could have.
Well, in all honesty, I'll give myself credit. It was a solid, consistent season. There's no doubt. Like I was there a lot throughout the race. Like every week, I seemed to be contending, other than a few, especially through that stretch where, like Kenrod said, he got that 80 points. That was the worst stretch. There was like Richmond, Bristol, and somewhere else that was terrible at. But biggest thing, honestly, was
with 5 wins and 10 stage wins. Yeah, I would say that's pretty daggone consistent.
Well, my point was, again, that it was a little skewed, especially early, because like it was very good competition early. Like the first 5-6 weeks, it was a battle. Like I had the points lead, but not by much. But then we lost, or either like Showstopper missed a race, Hurricane at time missed a race, Tenrod missed a race, Paulie D missed a race, I believe, and that really kind of gapped the points there, just because of them missing those races, and then a couple of them missed the second race, and it definitely gave me more room to like not have to stress it so much, where I didn't have to like every spot wasn't as much of a grind. I could kind of like take. Sorry, I'm burping because of that beer. I can kind of take a little more time, kind of with situations and stuff, because then people honestly like missing those races really gapped the points. Like if they were there all year, if Showstopper and Mob D or Paulie D were there all year, and JD didn't have, especially with JD didn't have such a rough start, it would have been a heck of a lot different of a battle. Like that points lead, that's a crazy points lead. But it wasn't just that I outdrove everyone that, but there was a lot of great drivers here. It was really good competition, and it just got skewed pretty good off the bat. And then also people see that too. That makes them not as, it's pretty tough to catch. But, Kenrod scared me though coming into Chicago after those 4 races. I looked at the points. I wasn't even thinking about Kenrod, like at all. Like he was 170 points behind at that point, and we finished those 4 races. I remember I finished Bristol like last in every stage, I think. And I looked at the points, like, man, this guy just gained 80 points in like 4 races, and we were only at like race 11 at the time. So I was like, man, like if he does that in the next 4 races, we're tied almost. Like, so I really had to buckle down there, and that run through Chicago and Michigan and Charlotte. I think I was second too at the other race, which that was just a crazy run. That really kind of helped, solidified it. But I'll tell you tonight was a wild race. That was fun. I know a couple of people were like, I hate Miami, but like, how could you not like that racing right there? Like multiple lanes. I know I was putting it too wide every chance I got. I wasn't just following until the end. I couldn't help but. Like, I had to save some gas, too, but I wasn't even thinking of the gas. I was not letting that off. JD had a great car. I remember in practice just before that, I could barely run him down, so I wasn't really going to make too many moves. Once Paulie D made a move there, though, like, he was 4th, and then he got a move. He got under Kenrod, and me and Kenrod are up a bit, and he got under me, too, and I was like, wow, shit, if he's good to go, then, like I can't just let him down past JD. And so I'm going to have to, like, push or help JD get back by, but then battle Mob, because I really wanted JD to get that one. And it wasn't just a gifted to him. He deserved that one. He had a hell of a third stage there. That car was pretty hard to pass. Like, he was running the good lines. But, man, it was just a fun season. And then Fire Truck, man, I'm really happy for you, buddy. You've been here for years, man. I'm just so happy that you got to freaking win a championship, chug a beer on stream here, and I've had a great year. Fire Truck, you've had a good year too. Tell us about your year, man. Like, talk to us, man.
Oh yeah, man, it was great. It was one of those years. You just got to grind. Something that FTR come up with, that secondary championship. Hats off to the guys. It was you and JD and Kenrod and Blazin and Fanugi, I think. That come up with it. And, hey, that's pretty good. So I got to race everybody plus this special little group, that we was in.
Yeah.
So, it was tough season. Have some good races, some bad races.
Man, I'm pumped for you, buddy. I know you've been. It seems like I'm giving you every note, but I know you've been plugging away for years, man. And I'm really happy for you to get to celebrate something like this, man.
I came in season 3, so that was 8. Been here 8 seasons.
I think I came in the same season. Yeah.
It was the second race of the 3rd season. And,
all right, so I got one race on you then, because I was at Daytona.
Yeah.
Nice though.
I did get one win out of those 8 seasons and that one championship, but I won't tell you what I got most of it. The best of it was the fun and the laughs, throughout
for
the
sure.
seasons with the guys and just having a good time. It's all about that. Everybody helping each other out. And, I enjoy it.
I think if you listen to our chat throughout that race tonight on one of our other streams, you would see exactly that. Like, we were having a lot of fun, all of us, the whole night tonight at Miami here. It was, I don't think anyone was really ever at any point upset. Like, we were having a blast.
I begged you guys to stop making me laugh. I was going to wreck.
That was JD's Achilles heel throughout the last 6 or 7 races.
Yeah.
Yeah, really fun season. Like we got something in store here. This next one, it's going to be a little quickie. Should I get into it a little bit, JD? Give a hint or what?
Yeah, give them a little hint. Let's
all right, JD, just give us another moment or 10. I'm not going to give all the details. We got a short little shootout season of like 7, maybe 8 races. We're going to have a couple things to mix it up throughout, so everyone's involved. Like, doesn't matter where you're in points, you're still battling for something. This and that. We're going to have a good little fun shootout over the next couple months. So anyone listening, you want to be a part of it, it's a good racing there at FTR, and just hit up myself, Tell 11 or Shady or JD, Fur Truck, and we'll go from there. But there's going to be a few things up for grabs, a few different challenges. Yeah, Blaze. Few different challenges. We'll get the details out soon, but it's going to be fun, I'll tell you that. But anyways, man, chugging that beer went straight to my head, man. Yeah, buddy! Fire Truck Championships! Yeah! Let's go! Hey! Let's go!
Hey!
With that being said,
fucking right, man! It's been a long season, man.
Anybody looking to join a league, we are open arm. Come race, have a fun time, be clean, have etiquette, and just get ready to have a really good time, because that's what we're about. We're about helping each other, having a great time with each other, laughing, joking, wrecking, So, it's not exactly like most typical leagues. We just like to enjoy ourselves,
Hey, I just poured beer all over my head and shit. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
The type of fun we're having. Let's go. I was going to stand up on my cooler like the car door. I've done that before in the recycle bins, but the cooler's a little wobbly. So I was like, nah, let's just do it on the ground.
I tell you what, I wanted to jump in real quick because my man Fire Truck, I haven't been able to get him up here all season, and any time that he did finish in the podium, I had the night off. And I spotlighted you tonight, Fire Truck, for having, if you didn't have bad luck, you had absolutely no luck at all, my friend. I don't think I've seen a driver or a racer be such snake bit in all my entire life, man.
I can think of one other, and he's in the lobby with us right now.
Couple. I also same with Super Dave. He was in the same boat a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That's something. Go ahead, Shady, but I want to make a note on Super Dave. But go ahead. Go ahead.
But I just want to say, man, congratulations on getting a secondary championship. It's an accomplishment. I know you did not have the season that you want to have, but I'm really excited to see you use this and come back in a few weeks of the next season and really kick some ass and blow some doors off, man. I'm looking to see that in a few weeks from you.
Yeah, well, thank you, and I'm looking forward to that too. I like the fun. It's a good group of guys. We laugh and cut up and poke each other, and I don't know, it's just different from some of these other leagues out there, and Just have a great time. It's worth that, even if you finish last every race.
Hey, we've been here for 8 seasons for a reason, right there? Fair.
Right.
You got a win under your belt in FTR,
Yeah, I did get one win.
Yeah, you did. Work on that and get yourself another one next season, my dude.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. And you guys beat me to it. I was gonna to leave it over to you guys about that new season, but go ahead and finish on up.
Well, I definitely, and I know I can speak for everyone that's raced this whole season. I gotta mention something about Super Dave. Super Dave, we haven't so far, and I think maybe we'll start it. I don't know what we can get him, but I'll tell you, if there was a most improved driver, then Super Dave, without a doubt, deserves that. The last 7 weeks, that guy has come from where we don't even see him on the track. Like, we hear him and stuff, but then he was running up front every week these last 7 weeks. He's been a beast, and he definitely, whatever. We'll start the first most improved driver of the year award, and we'll give it to Super Dave right off the rip here. We'll figure something out for it.
Fact. Super Dave will be the most.
Yeah. And I even think that over the last couple of years, to be honest. I haven't seen a progression on this game from someone in 7 weeks. From going, for a while in the back to just battling for wins, battling second, third place every week. So he deserves all the credit in the world for what he's put in. He told me he put in hours yesterday, and even today for practicing Homestead tonight. So.
And I mentioned that also with him in Fire Truck, that they put in hours and hours and hours of time. And to build these cars, to tweak them, to adjust them, to prepare them for Sunday, and just every single week they just didn't get the results that they deserved, and it's almost kind of heart-wrenching from my perspective watching it all season, because I know how much these guys put into it, and it just for whatever reason, just being at the wrong time, wrong place, and it was just really kind of gut wrenching and heart wrenching to see, to be honest.
And ultimately, that is NASCAR. That is racing, stock car racing.
It is.
But there's no doubt those two. The biggest thing, even Fire Truck, and I'm not knocking or slighting Fire Truck for the improvements he's made. But, the fact that even though all those hardships happen, and even JD in this, these shitty races, these random wrecks they get caught up in, they never quit. They never missed a race. All 3 of those never missed a single race. And they battled the whole year. Even though the hardships, they still came back. They learned from it, and they got better. You know what I mean? One of them won a championship tonight. One of them won the race tonight, and Super Dave made super strides. So I think it's a win for a lot of us, and a big win for FTR as well. I think it was a great season. It was a battle, man. Definitely congrats to those 3. Those are the 3. Well, Super Dave shines a little to me in these last 6-7 weeks. I think it started at, I don't know if it was Chicago or it might have been Chicago. All of a sudden, it's I look in the mirror and I'm like, who's this guy?
Chicago.
Yeah. I'm like, what number is Super Dave? See, I still don't even know.
One. He's the number
one. I'm like, what's this guy doing in my mirror with the Oreo? And then he's driving up next to me. I'm like, oh, now I can see him. That's who it is. What the hell? He's out of nowhere. I think Chicago was a breaking, a specific moment in his racing career that I think he turned a page on his racing. And I look forward to it this next season. We're gonna have a quick little season, and you're not gonna have as much time to recover from things. So it's gonna get a little wild because you got to make things happen right away. But I think he's most capable, and so is Fire Truck, and so is everyone that's gonna be everyone that's already here. I think there's I love this group, man. I've been here for 3 or 8 seasons now, 3 years with you guys, and man, I love it, man. I don't think I've ever missed the FTR race, because why would I? It's the best time I have all week, man.
Oh, yeah.
Deep thoughts. See in the back of deep thoughts, man.
It's the first thing I look forward to is getting home and get whichever car I'm running, get it tweaked and ready to run, and then Sunday. It's time to go racing, and I'm ready to go.
It's race day, right?
And with that, JD, you want to say some last words and.
Yeah, you guys, I'm setting up.
up.
You guys go. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Well, I like to appreciate. Here's some special appreciations that's got to go out. I appreciate Shady Acres, and I appreciate Nick for broadcasting this season. I do appreciate you all.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. It's been a great season. We finished with more guys than what we normally finish with during the season, and that's awesome. And I'm looking forward to getting at least 16 guys to 20 guys, I think.
We're looking for at least 16, yeah.
Yeah. And if anybody's looking to come race, hit Shady up, hit Nick up, hit myself up, JD _ FTR. You can hit Inaltown up, Fire Truck up, Boogie up, and Kenrod or Blazing. We have a great thing going here, and we've had it for 11 season, going on 12.
Yeah, and if we get more than 16, like if we get 20, we'll do an extra race. Well, then we'll have to do it to 8 for what's going to happen if we get more than 16.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I got one guy interested already. Just got to see if it fits his time schedule. So I'll.
Sunday at 8 o'clock. Hey, Shady, you know the time we race, right? Shady, 8 o'clock.
It only took me half the season to figure it out.
It took you like 4 years to realize it. Every night on Sunday at 8 o'clock. I remember joining in on 8 and be like, "Oh, is it 9 yet?" I was like, "Dad."
Yeah, Nick got me. Nick, he finally got to figure it out for me. I want to say a special thank you to Nick Chastain.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, GG's Nick. I know his name, but GG's the Nick there.
Yeah, but he like I said, he had a special night tonight and he couldn't make it, which is totally okay. He's a good buddy of mine, and I can't thank him enough for all the Sundays that he spent up here in the booth with me. So Nick, thank you so very much, my friend.
Definitely.
I really appreciate you and appreciate all your time. I want to thank also JD, for the owner of FTR Sports, giving me the opportunity to be up here in the booth and broadcast you guys all season, because it was certainly a blast and enjoyed every single week. It was actually fun, and really looking forward to Sunday nights to be back in the booth, and it brought back the fun for me. So I really want to say thank you guys on that, and especially to JD giving me the opportunity on that. And also, one last time, I want to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
A special thank you to these guys for being with us and supporting us all season. 52 Truck and Auto Repair, Wheels on Wheels, Linda's Fashions and Accessories, and FTR Custom Designs. I want to thank you guys so very much for supporting FTR Racing League and always being there for us. So thank all you guys so very much. With that, I also want to thank all of the fans and everybody who has tuned in on a weekly basis. This broadcast is really nothing without all you guys. Without all you guys, this is really pointless. So I want to thank all you guys out there in YouTube land and everybody who's tuned in every week. Thank you so very much. And we will be looking forward to seeing you guys back next season and in several weeks.
We got something in store for next season. Don't you worry. You're gonna want to be back. Trust me.
Oh yeah. So with that, congratulations, Inaltown, winning the overall championship. A special congratulations to Fire Truck winning that secondary championship, and a special awesome congratulations to JD grabbing that win. Season, but he did got it, and it was
I did got it. You might not remember it by tomorrow morning, buddy. You'll remember it tonight.
And of course, it couldn't have come with that in dramatic fashion. But hey, that's FTR for you, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
We are going to see you all, guys, next season in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned. Love you all to death. Everybody have a wonderful, blessed night.